Hello my wonderful viewers, welcome to my platform. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this channel and you like what you see after watching, please subscribe, put on your notification bell, set it to all notification. In that way you'll be able to get notified each time I upload a new video, even those without notification. Here we react to all forms of videos, international and local. Every Saturday by 2 p.m. we have our interaction section. You are free to call in to air your opinion about the happenings in our society. Invite your friends, share my videos with your families and colleagues. Do not keep this information to yourself. Myself, I will be sitting down here to watch this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section and leave our comments, our opinion about the video we watch constructively.
I saw that election coming and people never gave us any chance because they trusted in man, what man could do. You understand? They were looking at the army, police, air force, they were manipulated. They forgot that God was there. You know, because he has the final say. Man makes his plans, but God has the final say. And again, I knew that we had worked very hard for that election. Do you understand? We never believed in any magic. We believed that if the elections went free and fair, that we will win. That was the major confidence. And God helping us, we pulled through despite all odds. I can confess to you that it was not an easy election. We went literally through hell to get out of that election. And I must commend President Buhari Buhari for standing firm for what was right at that time. In spite of all the pressure on him to do something, he stood for justice. And that's what we need in Nigeria. People have confidence in Alphago. Alphago, as I gave a prediction or a prophecy in 2015, and I want to repeat it here. I said, while PDP is hemorrhaging, where PDP is hemorrhaging, APC will soon asphyxiate. And Alphago is the only political party in Nigeria with a clean bill of health. Very soon, PDP and APC will go into irreversible coma and then death. And Alphago will become the ultimate undertaker. 2015. And is it not happening now? It's happening now.
We will talk about that, especially because you seem to have some level of confidence at the national level. But let me ask you this. Are you satisfied with the way that Governor Willie Obiano ran the state during his 8 years as governor of that state?
Why not? We are satisfied. He worked very hard. Do you understand? And there are visible achievements on ground by his administration. The biggest achievements were the legacy projects he introduced. He built an international airport in record time, 15 months. And everybody is using it. Even his friends and foes, they use the same airports. It's the biggest achievement. You know, each time I thought of traveling before we got the airport, it was a hellish experience, you know. At times, we go from Enugu, we spend 5 hours in the road. We go through Asaba, at times the whole day. There was a day, my wife was traveling to Lagos, 4 o'clock flight. She left the village by 10. She could not cross the bridge until she missed her flight. She had to come back in the night, back to the village. It's not an experience I wish my enemy. So that airport is a big achievement for an area. They're very happy for it. Then what about the International Conference Center? Visit it, you will shudder. In fact, Nigeria needs such an international conference center. I've never seen the type anywhere in Nigeria. So if the NBA is going to hold a conference, that international conference will take over 13,000 persons at a sitting. And it's a huge achievement. Then the international stadium is there. The regular payment of salary. This man pays salaries for 95 months, 25th of every month for 95 months. No worker was owed a dime. While some states are owing up to 34 months, and you know that 35 months. Then there was relative peace in the states. Before Governor Obiano came into office, People were having their weddings and other social activities outside of the state. But this man came and quietened everywhere. Anambra became calm. And people were moving about their businesses. Life came back to normal. Things went on well until a few weeks to the election, when because of political interests, people wanted the state to become ungovernable. So we believe that with the coming of Soludo now, Anambra will see peace again. That is one thing about the Alphago government, continuity. From P2B to Obiano to Soludo, and from after Soludo to another Alphago man, because Alphago has come to stay. We is the only political party in Nigeria with a clear-cut ideology. No other political party in Nigeria has an ideology, a defined ideology. I'm being very frank about it. So that is why the people of Anambra have always loved the party. I can tell you as a person, I was satisfied with the administration of Governor Willie Obiano.
Were you also satisfied with the fact that he left a debt of over 100 billion naira, despite the fact that his predecessor left zero debt and left 75 billion naira for him, but he left 300 million naira in the treasury? Were you satisfied with that, or are you satisfied with that?
What you are doing is an elementary calculation. That's not how government is run. Do you understand? When Obiano came into office, he inherited 5,800 new staff by the outgoing administration. He did not offload them. He sustained them. Then the January of the next year of his administration, he promoted all civil servants across board. Okay? And from what we found later, the administration of P2B awarded many road contracts, over 170 billion naira worth. So as they were bringing the receipts on completion, Obiano's government was paying them. Because government is a continuum. When you talk of 100 billion naira debts, what are you talking about? Was the money used for what? The money was used to produce infrastructure for the good of the people. What sense does it make? All you did as a governor was to save money. When there were pressing needs to use the money, Obiano came and used the money to produce what the people needed. That's what we're talking about.
But you do realize that what you described as elementary calculation is a problem for Professor Soludo, because he mentioned it.
Did he tell you it's a problem?
It was he who mentioned it.
No.
If it wasn't a problem,
let me tell you. He told you that what he saw. Did he tell about the achievements he met on ground? It's very important. You have to juxtapose these things, to get to the facts. That's the truth of the matter. There is no government that is debt-free. There is none in this world. America owes. Is it a crime to owe? It's not a crime, provided there is justification for owing. There's nowhere it is written that no government should owe. Don't you owe? Are you not owing?
No, I'm not.
You are alive, because is it yours? You have to pay a price for it when the time comes. Not everybody is a debtor. I'm a debtor too. Do you understand? The air you breathe every day, do you pay for it? You're a debtor. You owe God gratitude, worship, praise. The same thing is applicable to governance. Do you understand me? Governor Willie Obiano came, instead of saving money while the people were dying, he decided to work for the people, pay their salaries.
Are you suggesting that Governor Peter Obi was not working for the people, instead he was saving money, which he didn't need to?
Why did he save money? For what?
But isn't that governance?
I'm coming when there was no airport. Excuse me, there was no airport. No international conference center. No stadium. No good roads. Oka was like a local government headquarters. The state capital. Obiano came, within 2 years, built 3 big bridges. 3 flyovers, international standards. And that removes the traffic snarl we used to encounter in Oka. No government should save money when the people are dying. It doesn't make sense. Because there are needs. Why did he save 75 billion naira? What did he achieve? Mention one, the roads he built. Obiano started patching them 2 years into his office. That's a fact. I didn't say P2B did not work. P2B worked because he was an Alphago governor. But I'm telling you that saving money while the people are suffering does not make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. Saving money for what? The essence of money is to use it for the good of the people. Not to save. That's not about government. Government is not a bank. Can you quantify security of life and property? You can't quantify it. Obiano provided that for almost 7.5 years. But it was non-stop.
But there was relative peace in Anambra State already while Peter Obi was in office.
That is not true.
There was relative peace.
No. Are you an Anambrarian? I'm telling you what happened. I said people were having their weddings and other social activities outside of Anambra, even during Peter Obi's administration. Yes. It was Governor Obiano that came and changed the trajectory.
What did he do differently?
Definitely introduced Operation Pochapo, empowered the police, provided a new security architecture for Anambra State, and it worked like magic. And they conducted what we call Oze Mezina, which means this should not happen again. And what was that? He organized a reburial for all the people that died during the Civil War. A day was set aside for their reburial. After that reburial, Anambra went quiet. It's just wisdom. If the roads that P2B built, if they were solid, Obiano wouldn't have bothered spending money on roads. Would have faced other infrastructural activities. But the roads now, after 1 year after Obiano's P2B's administration, we started road maintenance in Anambra State. It might not be the fault of the governor, P2B then. It might be the fault of the contractors who built the roads. Okay? Now, people were saying Obiano did not do roads. The roads are number one. While P2B was eulogized for building roads. Can you marry the two? So what we're saying is that government is a continuum. Governor Soludo has come. God sent. He's going to play his own part. Nobody can finish the whole jobs in 1 day because life does not end in one. It's a continuum, like world without end. You do your best, you go. Somebody else comes and does his own and goes. Nobody is a Superman.
You know what's interesting is that the conversation almost suggests that Governor Soludo will be just like Peter Obi in terms of saving. I mean, he's a former central bank governor, so the expectation is that he will help clear those debts and save some money for the state. I don't know how you would see that.
Governor Soludo will work better than Obiano. Governor Obiano said it. Why he preferred Obiano to any other aspirant. That he believed that Soludo would perform better than him. Can you imagine that humility, modesty? Fine. Soludo is not going to save. Save what? He's going to walk and take Anambra State to the apogee of development. That's what we are looking for, not to save. What do you mean by saving?
Cutting cost of governance.
You don't cut costs. If you cut costs, you cut quality. You cut wastes. Are you getting what I'm saying now? You don't cut costs. You cut wastes. If you cut costs, you cut quality. But if you cut wastes, which is what Soludo is going to do, wastes, number of political appointees, offices allotted to them, allocations to them, People have different styles. Somebody can appoint 3,000 youths as SAs. It means youth restiveness will go down because those youths will be busy. Somebody else might decide to ship all of them out and take only 100 of them. What happens to 2,900? So you have to wear a thinking cap.
No, let's leave it at that. Let's talk about Peter Obi now. From your recent comments about him, or the one where you talked about how he may not achieve anything until he returns to APGA, and your concerns about him leaving APGA at the time, it would seem that his departure still unsettles the party. Is that true?
You are the one imputing the motive. I didn't say that.
So the party is not settled. Then why do you want him back in the party?
Who wants him back?
Well, you said that if he returns to the party, then he can achieve his ambition.
I didn't say that.
So you don't want him back in the party?
I didn't say anything like that. You are just putting words into my mouth. And God knows I didn't say it.
In November.
If you want to ask me about it, I'll answer you.
I'm quoting you. That
you can't quote me. I didn't say that.
Chairman, in November.
November, said, which year?
Last year.
No, quote me here and I forget last year.
I'm quoting you. No, I'm quoting what you said.
You didn't interview me. You told me that our last interview was 2 years ago.
If you want to deny the reports,
which reports?
There are reports that you said that Peter Obi would be unable to achieve much until he returns to APGA.
Good.
You said those.
Are you referring to that report or your own?
It's the one you said that I'm referring to.
Good. If you want, that's a new question. Why don't you just ask me that question? Forget the report in the past.
I'm quoting you actually. So my question to you is, what impact did the departure of Peter Obi have on APGA, and are you open to receiving him back in APGA?
And I knew when he's, I don't deny things I say because I'm inspired when I speak. I said it at that time, and I still repeat it. Unless Peter Obi, my brother, returns to APGA, he will not achieve anything politically. I'm repeating it. Why? Isaiah 55:11. My word cannot go out and return void without fulfilling the purpose of which it was sent. The word had gone forth now. It can never return until it has fulfilled that purpose. He knows because he took a vow that he will never leave APGA. That any day he leaves APGA, let his family die. Everybody in his family die. He said it now. But he still left APGA, thinking that leaving APGA will die. Has APGA died? Everything about us is in the hands of God. Psalm 139:15. Before you were formed in your mother's womb, I had already known you. Even the number of days allotted to you have been recorded in my books before time began. Nothing will happen to you unless your time comes. But be very careful how you swear. The Bible says we should not swear, even with our heads, because we cannot produce a strand of hair on our heads. Why did he make such a vow? He left APGA and joined PDP. He was vice president to Atiku. Now he's going for presidency. It will be a catastrophic exercise. It will not work. I'm the one telling you now.
And the reason is because of the vow.
Do you know what vow means? Shebi, you are married. Are you married?
Well, leave my relationship status out of the media.
You're asking me my own.
I'm not asking you your relationship status.
Ask me, I'm married. I say my wedding ring. Are you married?
It doesn't really matter in this case.
It matters now. Because if you are married, you must have taken a vow. And you must maintain the vow you took. Because it's a covenant between you and your God. Anytime you make a covenant with God, stick to it. Because if you failed, you face the consequences.
Now, Peter Obi, in leaving APGA at the time, said that he cannot achieve much on a national scale with APGA. So he's moved to the PDP to achieve that.
Why did he take a vow? That he will never leave APGA. If he ever does, his family should die.
You know, I'm wondering if you think that moving from a smaller party like APGA.
You call APGA smaller. Is derogatory.
I mean, you compare that to the PDP.
What do you mean by that? PDP may be a behemoth, It doesn't make APGA a small party. APGA is the third largest political party in Nigeria.
How many senators do you have?
You say what?
How many senators?
We used to have one.
How many House of Reps members do you have?
We have 8.
You had 4 who are, about 3 have defected.
Defected, is it allowed in the constitution?
But they're not a part of your party anymore.
It doesn't matter. They will come back now with the new law. Many of them are aspiring to come back.
APGA was regarded for a long time as a third force.
Yes.
In comparison to the PDP and the APC,
Yeah.
Peter Obi sat down and decided that APGA was not going to help him achieve his ambition on the national scale and decided to leave to the PDP. Mm-hmm. In doing so, your concern is that he has to return to APGA for him to amount to anything.
It's not my concern.
What level of national attention does APGA command?
When I've enumerated all our achievements.
No, I said national level.
That's what I'm saying now. As we speak, APGA is the third largest political party in Nigeria. We have a governor. Don't we have a governor? Out of 36 states, we have one. PDP and APC share the rest. What about other parties? Remember, we have 18 political parties in Nigeria. In an examination of 18 students, I came third. And you're not satisfied. You want me to go and kill PDP and APC to become number 1. God will come to number 1 at God's appointed time. I'm not moved by what other people do. APC is doing its own. PDP is doing. Now, let me ask you now. You don't want to face the facts. In spite of we were just told this morning that PDP made 480-something million from sale of presidential forms. Yet they don't have an office in Abuja here. APC, the largest political party in Nigeria, show me their property, their own office.
The Buhari house?
It's not their office, it's rented. APGA, one state governor. Even though the government does not fund us, we have a 4,000 square meter office, which I enjoy now, relishing in its magnificence. I can see I used to watch you in other interviews. You never sat as relaxed as you are, and I said, this one is different because the environment is cozy, appealing. Excuse me. Tell me, all the offices you have visited, I've been watching your program. Have you ever seen any office as magnificent as this? This is it. You told me when you came in that my seat is the biggest seat you have ever witnessed in your life.
I do not
see the seat.
I don't think you want me to answer that question, but let me ask you this. The 2023 presidential election is just around the corner, and I don't know what level of confidence you have in APGA, because many have described APGA as a local party, saying that it can only hold sway in Anambra State. And yes, you've held sway in Anambra State for at least 16 years, and you will do so for the next 4 years of Governor Soludo. And if he goes for 8, that's another story. How do you react to people who say that APGA cannot perform on the national scale, and especially as we look toward the 2023 general election?
I'm surprised you say this kind of thing. I've told you a seat in the FCT, chairmanship seat, Gwagwalada, the second largest municipal area council in the FCT. We won it in 2015 with 8 out of 10 councillors. 136 in the House of Reps in Benue. That's not it's not a national achievement. One House of Reps seat in Taraba, not national. Taraba in Northeast. Gwagwalada in North Central. Benue, North Central. Bayelsa, South. Anambra, Imo, Abia, Southeast. You see the spread. Give us another 1 year, you see what will happen.
You know, many question the acceptance of APGA as well in the Southeast. Many see it as a Southeastern party.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, as you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.